Hey guys, welcome back. It's Krystal. So I just wanted to give you a little update and tell you where I've been for the past 3 months. If you guys watch me pretty consistently, you guys have noticed that I haven't been around as much as I normally am. So I've pretty much had a lack of videos for the past, I would say 3 months, about maybe 4 months actually. It's been a long time, and I do apologize for the lack of videos. It wasn't my intention to be gone, but just sometimes life things happen and you have to take a little break from things sometimes. So I just wanted to give you a little update, tell you what's going on in my life, because I did mention it in a few recent videos that I was going to inform you of something that's been going on, and that was the reason for the lack of videos. But I do really miss you guys. I do want to thank you so much for sticking around and being concerned about me. So first, let me just address my hair really quick, because I did change it from what I had before. So as you guys know, I had like that chocolate kind of reddish brown hair, which I really did like, but I was so ready for a change and I missed my blonde highlights a lot. However, you know, blonde highlights can be lots of maintenance. So I decided to do a balayage, which I've never done before. I have done an ombre, but the balayage and ombre, you know, they're somewhat similar but somewhat different. And I feel like the balayage I like a little bit more because the lighter sections go up a little bit more. They look a little bit more sun-kissed than the ombre. So I actually got my hair done today. I feel like a new woman. It's been such a long time since I've been motivated to put makeup on and do my hair. So I got my hair done today. It's not quite exactly what I wanted, unfortunately. I wanted the blonde to be a lot lighter. However, because I had that red in my hair, it was really hard for the blonde to take. That's what my hairstylist said. So she said we're gonna have to gradually, like if I want it lighter, I have to gradually lighten it. So this is how it turned out. It still looks very red to me, especially on camera. I feel like it looks a lot more red on camera than it does in person, but I think it looks very nice and blended. I do like it. I just wish it was lighter, but I completely understand that sometimes when you have, you know, darker hair or reddish hair, and when you're trying to lighten it, you have to do it in steps, you know, gradually get it lighter. So I understand that it's not going to be exactly what I want right away because of the color that it had previously. So this is what it looks like. I got it trimmed. So I also got like 2 inches trimmed off the bottom because I felt like my hair had not been cut in such a long time. It's probably been, gosh, 6 months or more. I don't know. It's been quite some time since I've actually had it trimmed, and it needed it desperately. I had lots of split ends, especially towards the front of my hair where I curled my hair a lot. So my hair was in desperate need of a change. So that's what I did to my hair, but I do plan on lightening it some more. But I do like the balayage just because it's low maintenance, you know, as far as your roots go. I just wanted to mention my hair briefly just because I know when people change their hair and don't mention anything about it, they do get lots of questions and comments about it. So I figured I would just kind of briefly mention it for you guys. And enough about the hair, let's get on to why I've been gone. So as you guys know, I work a ton of hours. I work 2 jobs. I work more than 40 hours a week. My job alone is physically and mentally demanding. I just feel like it drains the heck out of me all the time. And I really feel like I'm ready for a career change, to be honest. So aside from working a lot, because I've always worked a lot and I always found time to fit in some videos through the week, but the real reason that I've been missing from YouTube is because I've been busy being pregnant. Yes, I am pregnant. Today I am actually 15 weeks pregnant. Today is, what is today? I don't even know what the date is. Today's Wednesday, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna get this video up. I'm gonna try my best to edit today and get it up today or tomorrow. But yeah, I'm 15 weeks pregnant today. It is crazy. I have 1 more week and I am 4 months pregnant. Like, I can't even believe it. The time has literally flown by, and it's just still crazy to me that I'm gonna be a mom. Like, this is my first pregnancy, first baby, so this is all new to me. I do want to do vlogs on my pregnancy. I hope that's something that you guys wouldn't mind me posting on this channel. I've kind of thought about it, and I don't really want to post or create a second channel just for like vlogging about my pregnancy, just because It just sounds like too much work. So I rather just post my vlogs about my pregnancy on this channel. I hope most of you don't mind, and I know a lot of people probably won't be interested in watching those, but I just ask you guys not to, you know, watch those videos. Just if you see it in your feed, just ignore it if you're not really interested. Because so I personally never really watch a lot of vlog videos. Now once in a while I might watch a vlog, but I didn't watch them on a consistent basis. They just didn't interest me. I don't have a lot of time to watch those. I'd rather watch other beauty videos other than that. But since I've been pregnant, I have enjoyed watching pregnancy vlog videos. So I decided that I want to do my own. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. I think I'm just gonna do like a weekly vlog, pregnancy vlog, like once a week if I can find time. But yeah, that is the reason that I have been gone from YouTube, is just work on top of being pregnant. I have been completely wiped out, exhausted, like can't even get off the couch some days, and I've been very nauseous. I've still been nauseous up until this point. It hasn't really gone away. I feel like it has gotten a little better. Like I don't feel as nauseous as frequently, but I'm definitely still nauseous. It hasn't completely gone away, and I'm still very tired. So that is really the reason for the lack of videos. I've wanted to film this video for quite some time now and like inform you guys of why I've been gone. I wanted to share this exciting news with you guys, but I was just so tired. I literally was not thinking about filming. Like that was the farthest thing from my mind. I mean, I have totally changed my life already just being pregnant. Like I literally just want to lay on the couch, watch TV, sometimes not even watch TV, sometimes just like lay on the couch in silence, not even napping necessarily, but just laying in silence and not doing anything. I haven't been really shopping as much. Normally on my days off, I like to go, you know, run errands and then like window shop or whatever. But I've just been so tired that I could care less about purchasing makeup and et cetera, et cetera. So I have shopped for makeup just a little here and there within the last few weeks, but prior to that I was like, I don't care about makeup right now. Like, if there's new stuff out, oh, I don't really care because I am too tired to care. But yeah, and as you can tell, I'm out of breath, like just talking nonstop. I'm just out of breath. When they say pregnant women are out of breath, it's totally true. So I do just want to give you a little bit more information as to, you know, how I found out I was pregnant, how I told my husband, how we told our family, and just a little bit about that. And then from here on out, I will try to do those vlog videos because I think it's fun for some people out there that might be pregnant as well and going through the same thing, maybe first-time moms just like myself, or if you're a parent already and you guys have any advice for me, I would love to know advice down below. And I think that's why I would love to do these vlog videos, just because as I go along and like share things that I've been going through, you guys can maybe give me some tips or tricks or any kind of advice. I would love it from you guys. I would totally love some advice because I mean, this is my first time being a mom. First time being pregnant, so you know, I don't know exactly what to expect in everything, and I know that I could use some advice now and again. So let's start off how I found out I was pregnant. So my husband and I started trying to get pregnant in September, and at that time I had a period tracker app on my phone, and so I would track my periods, and it would also like tell you when you should ovulate. Now it's not always necessarily accurate because sometimes people might ovulate a little later or a little sooner. So it's best really to get like an ovulation kit like at the drugstore, and you can know exactly when you're ovulating. Some people did recommend that to me. However, it was kind of early. We just started trying, and I was like, you know, maybe if I don't get pregnant right away, then I will try that. So yeah, we started trying in September, and then in October, my period was 3 days late, which was kind of odd because I'm normally not late, but I did get my period. So then towards the end of October, right around like Halloween, right before Halloween, like I think a couple or a few days before Halloween, I was really tired. I remember one day I could not get off the couch. I mean, I was fatigued, exhausted, and I really just couldn't even lift a finger. That's how tired I felt. But it wasn't anything too abnormal for me because right before I start my menstrual cycle, I get really tired. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start my period, no big deal. I was also, I think, a little bit late, like maybe 2 days late at that point. And so I just thought that my period was coming, basically. That's why I was so tired. So around that time, I also noticed that my mood was kind of like up and down. Like I was just kind of like moody and grumpy. And I do get like that right before my period. My emotions just kind of go out of whack, and I'm just like super tired, super emotional and cranky and just moody in general. I don't know, my emotions just get really crazy right before my menstrual cycle. And then on top of that, I usually get migraines. So it's just like I dreaded always right before my period, just because it was like not fun, not a fun experience every month. So anyways, I was voxing with one of my friends here on YouTube. Her name is Kristen, and we chat a lot. And I had been telling her like that I've been craving cucumbers with lemon juice, vinegar, and hot sauce on them. Like no joke, I was craving that so bad every single day, and I just couldn't get enough. So she asked me if I was pregnant, and I said, no, I'm not pregnant. And she goes, are you sure? And I said, yeah, I'm sure I'm not pregnant. And she's like, well, every pregnant person I have known has craved cucumbers. And I'm like, oh, really? That's weird. I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant, like totally in denial. So then November 1st hit. I had to work. It was a Saturday. I had to work Saturday and I had to work Sunday. I was at work and I was totally craving my cucumbers. Like I just seriously wanted to leave work and go get some cucumbers. Like that's how bad I was craving them. And now that I'm thinking about it, it actually sounds really good right now. I haven't craved them since, but talking about it actually sounds kind of good. But I had been craving them so bad and I really wanted to leave work and go get them, but I was like, I can't leave work to get them. So while I was at work, one of my friends that works with me on certain days, she works at multiple locations. So she actually called me from wherever she was working, and she was just chit-chatting with me. And then I was telling her like, I want some cucumbers really, really bad. And she's like, you're pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not. And she goes, yeah, you're totally pregnant. I was like, why do you say that? She's like, because you're craving like these weird combination of cucumbers and like vinegar and lemon juice and stuff. And that's not an abnormal thing. Like, I think I used to eat that when I was younger. Like, I don't know, I used to love that stuff. So that's kind of how it came about. But just like out of nowhere, I just started craving it. So she's like, just take a pregnancy test. She's like, are you late on your period? And I'm like, yeah, I'm 3 days late. And she goes, well, you're totally pregnant. And I'm like, no, I was 3 days late last month. But then I started, after I got off the phone with her, I started to think about it, and I was like, actually, I'm 4 days late, which is really weird for me because I am never late on my period except for the month before. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a pregnancy test. So I was at work, took a pregnancy test. Lo and behold, it was positive. And I was like in disbelief, in denial. And I was like showing my coworker, is this a second line? And she goes, yeah, but it's probably negative because it's so faint. I'm like, no, 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 girl. If it has 2 lines, regardless of one's faint, it is positive. So I'm like, oh my, I was still in disbelief. I'm like looking at it. So I came home from work later that night, and I didn't want to tell my husband yet because I really wanted to be sure. I wanted to go to the doctor and be 100% sure before I told him. I'm just weird like that. Like I'm kind of anal about things like that. So I didn't tell him that night. It was really hard not to. So the next day I had to go to work again. I took a second pregnancy test. It was positive, and I was like, oh my gosh, like is this for real? Like I still couldn't believe it. I was in shock. I don't know why. I guess because it happened so fast. Like if you think about it, I'll tell you in a second. I don't know. I guess because it just happened so quickly, maybe. So then that was a Sunday. I was just like still in disbelief all day. It was crazy. And then on Monday, I was off from work. I woke up in the morning really early. My husband went to work. I still hadn't told him anything yet. I called my doctor. I was like, I think I'm pregnant. Do you have any appointments today so I can come in and just verify? They're like, yes, we can get you in. So they got me in that day. I went in, told them the situation. They always get a urine test from everybody that goes in. So I, gave them some urine. They tested it. She goes, yes, it was positive. You're pregnant. And, they did some blood work that day. Well, since I confirmed it with the doctor that day, I was like, okay, today's the day that I have to tell my husband because I've been holding out for a couple days now and it's been so hard not saying anything. But now that I've confirmed it, I want to definitely tell him, but I want to surprise him in some way. And so what I did was I just wrapped the pregnancy test in tissue paper, and then I also so what I did is I wrapped the pregnancy test in tissue paper, and then I put it in a little jewelry box. Like if you go to the store and you buy like a necklace, it comes in that tiny little jewelry box. So I put it in there, and then I wrapped the box with tissue paper as well. My husband came home from work later that night. He was in a really good mood because of work. Like he just was really pumped about something. I'm like, this is the perfect time. So I got the box and I was like, I got you a little gift. And I handed it to him like this. And he goes, oh, did you get me some cologne? And I thought the funny thing was, because he said that, and I had initially thought, you know what, I'm gonna get a little gift bag. I'm gonna get him some cologne that he likes. I'm gonna put the cologne in the bag, and I'm also gonna put the pregnancy test in there so that he opens the cologne first so he doesn't know what's going on. But I decided not to do that, and I just did the whole pregnancy thing in the box. So he's like, did you get me cologne? And I'm like, I'm just giggling. I'm like, you'll see. And he's like, why are you laughing? Like I was giggling the entire time. And he's like, why are you giggling? Why are you laughing? I'm like, you'll see, you'll see. And so he opens it up, he looks at it, and he's staring at it like he doesn't know what it is. And he's like, he's reading what it says on there. I think the first thing it says is not pregnant. Like that's the first thing that it says, and then it says pregnant below, I think. So he read it and it said not pregnant. He's like, you're not pregnant? And he's like, I'm confused. And I'm like, no, I am pregnant. And he's like, you are? He was super excited, and he's like, I told you that we were gonna get pregnant really fast. And I was like, you don't know that. I'm like, because he was like so adamant about waiting a little bit longer. And I was like, no, because I am not in my 20s anymore. I am 33 years old, and my biological clock is ticking. And I honestly really don't want to have kids after 35 years old. But at the rate that I was going, it was kind of looking that way. So, and it's not that there's anything wrong with having kids when you're older, because I feel like that is more the norm these days. I think a lot more women have kids when they're older, kind of when they have an established career or whatever. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that by any means. I just personally know that once you're 35 or older, there's just more chances, or more chances of a high-risk pregnancy or complications with the baby or Down syndrome, stuff like that. So that's just something that I kind of wanted to avoid, not necessarily meaning that you're going to avoid it, because that could still happen when you're younger, but I just wanted to have kids before I was 35. But my biological clock was definitely ticking, and I'm like, we need to start now. Like, you will keep putting it off. If I was younger, I wouldn't mind waiting longer, but I am 33 years old, so I don't want to wait any longer. So we had agreed that we would start trying in September. So that's what we did. And he's like, I know we're going to get pregnant right away. And I'm like, you don't know that. You can't. There's no guarantees. Like, there's so many women that try for a long time and they can't get pregnant right away. So you don't know that. But lo and behold, he was right. Got pregnant like on the first try, I guess. First month of trying. And so when I went to the doctor that day to confirm, and I got my blood test, like after they drew my blood and then they called me with the results, I was 4.5 weeks pregnant already. So my husband was totally right about getting pregnant right away. I mean, it just blows my mind how fast it happened, because I honestly thought it was going to take a while. I don't know why. That's just how I felt inside. Maybe I was just kind of worried, being that I was a little bit older, that it might take some more time, you know, to conceive. So that was kind of always my worry in life. I don't know why, it was. But luckily we were blessed and we got pregnant right away. And the other thing that's really funny is my husband had always said we're gonna have a summer baby. That's always what he said. And I think that's why he wanted to start trying in September, was because he was like, he likes to plan these things out to a T. And I'm like, when you're talking about getting pregnant, like, it doesn't work that way, but in his mind it did. So he's like, we're totally gonna have a summer baby. Well, guess what? I'm due in July, and his birthday's in July. Like, it's just crazy how it worked out, but he was totally right. Got to give it to him there, but I don't know. It just happened that way. But we told our families pretty much on Thanksgiving. My mom found out the day before Thanksgiving, so I was just going to tell all the family at once on Thanksgiving. I thought it would be a nice surprise. We had our first ultrasound the day before Thanksgiving, and it's just so crazy that the baby, like, I'll insert some pictures if I can of the ultrasound pictures, but the baby's like, it was like this little tiny thing like this. I mean, probably even smaller than that. And there was a little heartbeat. Like, I just couldn't even, I was like, wait, can you show the heartbeat again? Cause like, I missed it. It's so small. So it was just crazy to me, because then a month later we went for the second ultrasound. The baby like grew so much bigger. It was just amazing. It's like such a miracle, such a blessing. Like, it just blows my mind how life works, how people and fetuses develop, and just the process, you know, it's just crazy. But so I'm just really happy that we got to surprise everybody, and it is such a blessing. Like, I am just so happy and thankful just for the way everything worked out. And I have an amazing family and amazing husband, and I'm just excited for the baby to get here. I can't even believe, like, I have 5 more months and a week left. Like, that just blows my mind how fast it has gone. So this entire time, since I found out I was 4.5 weeks pregnant up until now, which is, I'm 15 weeks, but you know, the whole 14 weeks, I've just been really tired, very nauseous. The only thing that soothes my nausea is eating, so I feel like I'm constantly eating, and I was really worried that I would gain a lot of weight because I had been eating so much. I don't feel like I'm as nauseous as frequently as I was before, but I am still definitely nauseous. And I have been suffering from my migraines. I asked my OB, you know, when I first went to the doctor the first day, I was like, I suffer from migraines. Like, if I get a migraine, what can I take? And she's like, the only thing you can take is Tylenol. And she's like, if the Tylenol doesn't work, then you can try Tylenol and caffeine together. If that doesn't work, then we can prescribe you something else. They do say that you can have like 1 cup of caffeine per day when you're pregnant, but I honestly just wanted to avoid caffeine, period, just because I know like having too much caffeine can cause a miscarriage, and I didn't want to take that chance. And I know they say that you can have a cup of caffeine per day when you're pregnant, but I just didn't want to take that chance. And so I avoided caffeine altogether. I have been suffering from my migraines about maybe 1 or 2 per month. However, the last 2 weeks has been very hard for me. I had a migraine like 3 days in a row. And when I get these migraines, I usually have a prescription that I take for them, but obviously I can't take that. So the Tylenol just really doesn't do it for me. I take it, I was avoiding Tylenol. Like the first 2 migraines that I had when I was pregnant, I totally didn't want to take the Tylenol. Like, I was just trying to be as conscious as possible about not taking things, you know what I mean? Not taking any medications, even though they said it's okay. So I didn't take any Tylenol the first 2 migraines, and I literally suffered from morning till night with the migraine, and it was horrible, horrible, horrible. Like, it was awful. I'm used to just popping my prescription pill, and usually it's gone within an hour, but you know, can't do that anymore. So I really just was like, you have to stick this out, drink a lot of water. And I've been trying my best, but like I said, these past 2 weeks have been very hard for me. I had like a migraine 3 days in a row. Yeah, I just been suffering. I've been feeling kind of icky the last 2 weeks, like especially the last 2 weeks. I've been feeling just very uneasy. I just wake up not feeling well. I woke up on this past Monday, so today's Wednesday. I woke up on Monday, and I felt like I was hungover, like literally like I had drank alcohol all night long. And obviously I'm not drinking because I rarely drink as it is, but definitely will not ever drink during my pregnancy. I just felt hungover. It's the weirdest feeling. I used to get this now and again before I was pregnant, but it's just the weirdest feeling. I don't know if any of you have experienced that. I don't know if it's because my blood sugar gets too low and that's why I feel hungover. I'm actually gonna go to my next appointment. I'm gonna ask the doctor about it. Because this has happened to me in the past before. I've just never asked the doctor about it. I think I've Googled it and tried to look up things, and I know other people have suffered from it, but I'm not really sure if it has to do with the glucose or whatever. But I do, like, when I do get really, really hungry, my blood sugar, it gets lower on the lower side, but it's still normal because I've had my blood sugar checked in the past. So that's why I have to eat pretty frequently. But I get really hungry. I get so grouchy. I get hangry. I just get irritable. I just need to eat. Like, I get shaky. I don't feel well. I get migraines. I just need to eat when I'm hungry. Like, there's just no other exceptions. My claws come out because I'm just not a happy woman when I am hungry, like super hungry. Back to Monday, I woke up. I felt extremely hungover. It was the weirdest feeling. It's really hard to describe. I was really, really shaky. So that's why I was like, okay, it's probably my blood sugar. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna eat some cereal. So I had cereal. I sat on the couch for about an hour and I just didn't feel well at all. I just felt really nauseous. I felt like I was getting a headache and I did not feel well. So I was like, okay, I haven't had any water to drink yet this morning, so I'm gonna drink some water. So I drank some water. Right after I drank that water, I felt like I was gonna throw up. So I ran upstairs. Sure enough, I threw up 3 times. It was terrible. So I'm just so thankful that I haven't been vomiting this entire time. That was the only time I did, and I don't know if it's because I was getting a bad headache, if my blood sugars were low, combination of everything together. I don't know, but I felt so icky. After I threw up, I took a really long hot shower and then I felt so much better. So, and then today I got my hair done. I feel like a new woman. I feel like myself today. I feel a little bit more energized. I feel happy that I'm filming for you, and I just am so happy that I got to let you know finally what's been going on. That has pretty much been my pregnancy up until now, these 4 weeks. I will definitely do the vlogs for you. Just let me know your feedback if you'd like them or not. I'm still going to do them, I think, regardless. But I just kind of want to know your feedback, like if you guys are interested or not. And if you're not, you know, just skip those videos. Just don't watch those videos, because that's what I do. You know, there's certain people I like to watch, and if they post a video that I'm not really interested in, I don't just unsubscribe from them. I just don't watch that video, you know, no big deal to me. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions for me, leave them down below in the comments. If you guys have any advice, or if you guys are going through the same thing, you know, you have some experiences, or you were pregnant together at the same time, just let me know, like when you're due or what you're feeling. I don't know, I would just love to kind of share information with you guys. So I mentioned, like, I got some of those belly bands at Target because my jeans really don't button and zipper up all the way anymore. So I use that little rubber band trick where you put the rubber band like on the button and stuff to hold the pants up, and then also the belly band, so it also helps hold the pants up. Well, I don't know, that thing is just so darn uncomfortable. I honestly, every time I put one on, I just want to like totally rip it off, because I feel like I'm wearing a girdle or something. Like I'm wearing something that's really tight and snug that's just uncomfortable. So this past week I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna wear yoga pants. I don't care, I just want to be comfortable. It is uncomfortable wearing something really tight around your waist. I cannot wait till spring and summer get here so that I can wear dresses through this entire rest of the pregnancy, because I think that would be so much more comfortable than wearing jeans. Like, I don't want to wear jeans. It's just uncomfortable. So I've been wearing yoga pants. I'm very casual today. I'm wearing just a t-shirt and some yoga pants, and I feel great. So I'm just gonna show you my belly bump real quick. All right, so here's my belly. I have gained a total of 9 pounds so far. So yeah, I definitely have a little baby bump now. My pants don't fit. I'm wearing yoga pants today, and they feel amazing compared to jeans. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue wearing yoga pants for the most part. But that's what my belly looks like. I'm kind of excited to kind of feel like I'm getting back into the swing of things. Now, again, if I'm feeling tired or not well, then of course I'm not going to film, but I'm gonna try my best to fit it in my schedule. I'm gonna try so hard. So please, please, please bear with me. I know you guys, I'm sure most of you understand where I'm coming from. Things happen in life where we just have to take a break from certain things, but I missed you guys so much, and I'm so happy to kind of be back. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.